Hello you guys, welcome back to another video. I want to show you guys in this quick video how I tan hides that are small, like squirrels and minks and all that, and with my little homemade tanning board. So I usually start out with salting them if I don't put it in a solution like this. This is just regular table salt, and it starts out in really warm water, and I put the hide in, and I put a lot of salt in there in the container and put the lid on it for the night. Depends on what it is. This squirrel only needed to rest for a day and a half, so I left it in there for a day and a half, depending on how big your hide is. Like minks, it'll have to sit for 2 to 3 days. For a red squirrel like this, it sat only for one night. So at this point, I'm just identifying what is good and what is bad, what I might need to cut off, what I'm going to keep, what I need to scrape, or where I need to scrape to see what is good and what is bad. So at this point, I put the board against the table, and I'm now stretching the hide onto the board. The board's a little too big, so I'll have to bring it right back to the shop after I'm done, of course, doing this, and to trim it down to size, but it did fit, and it does work. It's just the board might be a little too big, and I just need to make it a bit smaller. So at this point, I got the hide on the board, and I will show you what tools I use myself and what I need to do this. So the tools I use is a regular butter knife, a hide scraper, a fillet knife, and that's really all I need. Usually I have a regular knife with me in there to use. You'll probably see it maybe at some point, not too sure. But here I am right now, scraping all the fat and skin off of the board. As you can see there's the fat. Don't need that, so you toss that to the side. So the reason I have a butter knife is to get to specific spots like this. There's a little spot there where it bled through, where I need to get to a little spot that the main scraper won't get to because it might cut it or not. The butter knife is good for that, where I can get to it and it won't cut the hide at all, and I can get where that big scraper can't get to. So here I was done scraping, and I officially cut the hide in half, and I'm going to open it up and tan it with egg yolk, not the whites, just the yellows. After I took it off of the scraping board, I brought over my hide stretching board. See, all my stuff is just very simple, just pieces of wood that I've turned into stuff I can use to make hides like this. So I put the hide on to the board, and I pin it on there with just simple thumbtacks, and make sure I stretch it nice and easily, nice and good, where it won't break at all or damage the hide. So you can see here I separated the yolk from the whites, and I mix it up a little bit, and then I go ahead and put it onto my hide and continue from there. So here I am now, simply just going to dump it all on there, and some people may need 2 eggs. I only used 1 egg for this hide, depending on how big your hide is. So here now I put the yolk on, and you just put it on the hide. Make sure you're pressing. The reason you want to press is so it can get into the skin and into there, so it can turn that into a hide basically. There might be stuff in there from the yellows. Just take that out. Any clumps and weird looking stuff. So there it is. There is the hide when it's done with all the yolk on it. It should look like that, and it should look finished like that. If it doesn't, then you did something wrong. But that's what it's supposed to look like, and when I'm done, I will put it all and fold it back to what it was like, and sew it back together, and then I can taxidermy after that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.